Hi friends, in this video we'll have a look at structure and union, what is it and why it is needed. Okay, so again we'll start with the comparison with arrays and then we'll go and learn other things. Structure is similar to arrays, but arrays will contain only the same type of elements, whereas structure will have a different set of elements. Okay, that's the structure. Okay, now let's go to structure and union with an analogy. From there we'll understand what it is, and then we'll go with some piece of code and the final conclusion. Okay, let's assume the Amitabh Bachchan family is planning to buy a vehicle for their own commutation. Finally they ended up with a car. Okay, as a family, 4 people, the car would be the best. That's what their conclusion is. But for the local ride, they want to buy a scooty. This is Aishwarya's suggestion. But Abhishek didn't like it because he wanted to have a bike. So he was proposing for a bike for the local commutation. So there was a little conflict between these two things. Okay, finally they ended up with a balancing between these two things, which is a scooty, Suzuki Access or whatever, this kind of bikes. Okay, where both gender can drive. It's a kind of family bike. So they decided it, and they ditched both Scooty Pep as well as FZ, whatever the bike is. Okay, so this same analogy can be packed with the structure and the union. Okay, the structure is like a car. Okay, whereas union is of a bike. Before going to the detailed comparison, we'll look at the features, why we picked the bike and why we picked the car. From there, we'll understand the things. The car, we picked it because everything can be packed as a single entity. Everybody can be seated within the car and they can go and come as a single family. Okay, the entire family can travel at the time. It has the full capacity to carry the entire family. The capacity is full and it is optimized to the best. Okay, but the same structure is not efficient when only one person is traveling. Okay, if only one guy is driving a car, it's waste of petrol. You will not get the maximum efficiency which you want to do. That's why carpooling is there. It's a different problem. Whereas a bike or a scooter, this type, a single entity can go comfortably. Yes, it helps the commutation and it is efficient. Okay, maximum one or two person can travel at a time. Let's assume it's a single seater for a assumption purpose, we take it like it's a single seater bike and only one person can travel at a time, and the efficiency is optimal for that purpose, for the local drivings, for the nearby things. So it gives the better utilization. Okay, so these two items solve two different problems. They look same, their purpose is same, but depending upon the scenario, you pick this or that. Okay, you use both for travel, use both for efficiently moving from one place to another, but it has different things. Okay, let's go to the structure. Structure is nothing but a collection of different elements into it. For example, in a structure you can have a character, int and a float. Okay, the total size would be the summation of all the elements inside it. Okay, 1 plus 4 plus 8 plus 8, totally 9. There would be some padding, but excluding the padding part, the summation of the structure is like it's kind of a car where you pack everything into a single unit, different variables into a single unit, but the size is a little bulkier. The assumption is like all the 4 has to travel. So that is the assumption when we buy a car, we have it. So it's a family thing. Okay, whereas in the case of union, okay, it's slightly different. Okay, so union is a size of the biggest. Okay, it occupies the size of the biggest, where that is here it is a 9, the upper one, where here it is a 4. The 4 is the maximum size, so the other guys sit into it. So if you want to pack multiple things into a single unit, this is used, but only one will be active. You can't you can't put all the things at the same time, like all 4 cannot ride in a bike. Okay, either any one of them can ride at a time. Okay, so that is the assumption, and that's why that is the purpose of a union. So if all want to go at the same time, go for a structure. If only one person wants to go, use a union. Okay, so this is the difference between structure and union. Both are for packing, but the purpose is little different. Okay, It's a heterogeneous data structure, I would say, kind of. So let's see with the example. So much of theory and analogy. Let's go to the practical. I have a function which prints the details. So it prints the name, age, and then sex and the marks, all those things. So the function declaration will look like kind of, this is the function declaration. First is the character name, int age, character sex, and marks. This is for 7 semester marks. What if we have to pack all 40? The same problem which we had in an array, or 50 elements. So that's where your declaration will look like a mess. It will look bulkier and it will look like an essay if I have 50 variables declared. So what I can do is either I can pack all the variables into an structure and pass it in a single structure. Okay, or declare everything as global so that you don't need to pass anything. Okay, so this is a structure. Okay, structure student detail. I am just packing the name, age, sex, total marks, and the individual marks. Dot dot dot. Lot of things are there, and then I can simplify my declaration like this: struct student st, and then print the send the st, and the st would be there. While printing, you put a dot and then print that. st.name, st.age, st.mark1, st.mark2, st.sex, whatever you want to do it. So this is more elegant and clean and more readable as well. So this is the purpose of structure. You want to pack multiple things and send it to a person. So this is how it gets solved. Okay. So this is neat and efficient and readable as well. These are the major things which you get out of the structure. So when to use it? So as I said, when you want to group multiple things into a single entity, you go for a structure like this. So here we have packed all the name into individual marks into a single entity, and that will solve my problem of messy declaration into a simple neat declaration. Okay, which has like only one variable, which is a struct, and that variable can be internally accessed using dot thing. So that kind of simplicity you will get when you go for a structure thing. Okay. So the next part is, okay. So when you want to pass multiple things, multiple arguments, this is another way. And when you want to return multiple arguments also, this is the best way. This is one of the famous interview questions. How would you return more than one value from a function? Pack it in a structure and return it. Or else you can do it with a pointer with the reference category. Pass by reference, okay, using pointers, but that's little tough. Okay, now going back to the next thing, union. When to use union? The union is used, let's see, I have 3 functions. One function is print average, another one is print marks, another one is print grade. Okay, so the average takes a float and other 2 takes int. Okay, so it all does same, just printing, but my thing is little larger, like my code base is getting bulkier. Okay. So is there an elegant way to solve this problem? Okay, the answer is union. Pack all the elements into the single thing. So for a function you are going to send only one. Okay, so what I am doing is like I am sending the union marks. If it is a case details, if it is a marks, case 1 I will send it, which is called the print average. Second one is the print total marks, and third is the print grade. Like that I can do it. Okay. This gives me a simple and better solution when compared to a repetitive bulky solution. Okay, so that is the beauty of union. Okay, so when the union is used when you want to group multiple things to ease your job. When you want to pass multiple different types of arguments with single arguments at a stage, you will go for a union thing. So here in this case I am going to either print average or marks or something else. So I go for the other types. And when you want to return multiple types of arguments, this could be used. For example, one time I can send a float, I can send a int, I can send a character as well. This is mainly used in embedded programming. Okay, thank you friends, bye bye.